Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
Hey there guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have an exciting update regarding plot details for the upcoming 2023 Disney Plus show, Ahsoka. We're gonna hop right on into it, taking a read from the direct article. I'm gonna have their full article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. I'd also like to throw it out there as a fair warning, we're going to be talking about potential leaked plot details here for the upcoming show. That being said, there is a potential that these could be actually true, and that these could be in that spoiler territory. So if you guys aren't looking for anything into the regards of plot details or potential spoilers for the upcoming Ahsoka show on Disney Plus, click off the video now. I have plenty of other exciting videos here on the channel regarding all types of other Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. As the article reads, after half a decade, it appears the whereabouts of Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger have been revealed for Ahsoka. This is something, to be fair, that we've already kind of known a little bit more about here from Dave Filoni himself, saying that they're in the unknown regions. However, we don't exactly know what that is, so the duo has been in a state of limbo since the finale of Star Wars Rebels, which saw Ezra use the Purgle to pull Thrawn and himself into hyperspace from Lothal in the finale. Despite freeing his homeworld, the young Jedi went missing alongside with Thrawn for several years, leading to Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren embarking on the search following the Battle of Endor and after those events of the original trilogy. And in what was once presumed to transpire immediately after the events of Return of the Jedi, Ahsoka's introduction in The Mandalorian reveals the hunt for Ezra and Thrawn is part of the Mandoverse. The epilogue of Star Wars Rebels takes place roughly 5 years after the events of Episode 6, the Tano's farewell to Luke Skywalker in the Book of Boba Fett likely being the persecutor to this journey. However, fans will finally learn the fates of Ezra and Thrawn in the Ahsoka show, but it may not be what they exactly expect. A new rumor suggests the pair have entered unexplored territory, a place with a different perception of the Force, which I believe is beyond interesting to think about, an area that has a different perception of the Force. As we already know, the Force is something that kind of revolves in and out of all living things. So how could the Force work differently in other areas? During the Ahsoka series, in the events following the Battle of Lothal, Ezra Bridger and Thrawn will reportedly wind up in an area called the New Beyond, or also considerably called New Space. Through those names may not be official, however. The rumor, as shared by MakingStarWars.com, a very reliable and reputable source out there for when it comes to Star Wars related news, leaks, and rumors, described this setting in a report as a completely new and unexplored area of the Star Wars universe, never before referenced in even the novels or the comics. Additionally, on top of that, the territory is inhabited by beings who perceive the Force differently than traditional Star Wars characters and within the traditional Star Wars canon. Making Star Wars suggests that magic users outcast by these societies have appeared in other stories, with some indicators pointing to maybe having the Night Sisters make an appearance in the show as well. And something that we've already previously talked about and covered here on the channel as well, and honestly is quite widely known, is that Making Star Wars had also stated that Lars Mikkelsen would be reprising and portraying the live-action Thrawn, a continuation of the role that he voiced in Star Wars Rebels. However, getting back on the topic of what New Space exactly is, the article continues to read that how does New Space fit into the galaxy? Star Wars is at its most fascinating when weird new elements are introduced. Dave Filoni has done this twice before, with the Mortis in the Clone Wars and the Worlds Between Worlds from Star Wars Rebels, throwing wrinkles in a galaxy fans thought they knew really well. And within the Star Wars literature, the books and the comics, a realm called No Space is explored in the High Republic era and accessed by the original trilogy heroes in the Star Wars 2020 comic run. Thrawn's species, named the Chiss, lies within the unknown regions of space, where remnants of the Empire fled following the Battle of Jakku after the events of Return of the Jedi and the original trilogy. Exegol in The Rise of Skywalker is also in that territory, and a Sith Wayfinder was required to reach the world. But those options don't seem to be what the New Beyond or the New Space is, unless Making Star Wars is missing pieces of information, which could be true, indicating that this is simply just a rumor. Don't take it too seriously. Common assumptions that Ezra and Thrawn return to this area to help defeat the Jisk, a threat, may be off the mark. This is something that is from the legends, particularly given the origins of the Night Sisters in this new chunk of the galaxy as well, and kind of their origins from there as well. The drinks, or the grinks, I'm not exactly 100% on how I'm supposed to pronounce it, so sorry if I mispronounced it, is something that is a common Star Wars theory out there, I feel like, at this point in time here as well. Something that many Star Wars fans have talked about, and maybe that Ezra and Thrawn would have no other option but then to team together, and that Ezra would see the good within Thrawn and want to actually help him and his people, seeing that this is where Thrawn's people are from, the Chiss. This is something I'd like to dive deeper on into, however, on the channel in a separate future video here, so if you guys are into that, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified for when that video comes out. However, as the article continues, unique interpretations of the Force aren't new to Star Wars. In the Thrawn novels, the Chiss refer to the energy field as the third sight, and they ironically call the young Force users and girls using the ability to navigate vessels as the Skywalkers. Other entities view balance differently, like the Bendu from Rebels, who see the Ashala and the Borgen as the light and the dark. Magic performed by the Night Sisters as well certainly has an element of the Force, through clearly is quite unique. How such a jarring difference in the interpretation of the Force of beings from the New Beyond will impact Ezra could really be quite fascinating, something not seen in books and comics, but something being introduced here through live action and within a show is going to be really cool to see. It will be likewise lead to the growth for Thrawn, whose greatest weakness is the unpredictable, which is most in those cases is really the Force. The two have been trapped together in a potentially called new space for quite some time when Ahsoka is going to find them, and they're likely to be a new people to their friends, foes, and to the audience overall. And hey, there's always that 50-50 that Ezra does turn to the dark side after spending so much time with the evil Thrawn. And from there, that is where the article concludes, and as I had mentioned, I have this full article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. I'd love to hear what you guys all think in the comment section down below. Your thoughts and opinions on this. What do you want to look here for the new Ahsoka show? What are you looking forward to most with seeing this overall show here? What do you think about this new space or this new beyond and what it's all here about? I'd love to hear what you guys all think in the comments down below. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one, guys. Peace out.